Sorry about that. We were waiting for the video and I didn't hear anything, so we got caught out by that one, but we're ready to go. Welcome, if you're just joining us on the stream, for the Focus Cup. Welcome to a beautifully sunny Oulton Park for the Supercar Pageant race event here. Well, not just race event, full event. There's even more going on off track, isn't
It's
there?
an event of events, isn't it, basically?
Is. I keep just looking out the window at all the amazing cars over there. It's just phenomenal, it really is. But welcome for those that are going to be watching the Focus Cup. We're chopping and changing between whichever the championship is. So if you've tuned in for this, just know that you can watch all of the other races by finding their YouTube channel as well. So we've already had a couple of races. This is race number 3 of the day, the Focus Cup. It's a 2-make series, I think we got to say now.
I think that's fair to say, to be honest. Yeah. You know,
it's a 1-make in terms of its Ford Focus, but they're 2 very different, including the fuels that are used in them.
It is, because we've got the petrol-powered STs at the front, the 300 horsepower cars, and they are the prime class, if you like. They're the quicker cars now, 300 horsepower, prepped for racing, introduced in 2025. And then the stalwarts of the series, they really have been the backbone of the series since it arrived, which is the Class 2 cars, the Ford Focus Mark 2.5, the 2-litre TDCi CTEC S's. So 180 brake horsepower, but tuned to the diesels, and lots of torque. And they are very, very good racing. And again, this is an arrive and drive series, so basically you do not need a race car. It is looked after for you. You arrive at the race circuit, someone has prepped your car, got your car ready, and it is ready to race. So a great way to get into racing, a great way to discover what's involved in a race day. And it is our reigning champion, Ali Topley, who is in pole position with alongside 64 Mark McGann. Second row of the grid is Jonathan Baker, and there we have Richard Wynne. In 5th place on the grid it is Simon Walton with Rich Hall alongside Simon Langford. On the next row back with Ian Mitchell, 8th on the grid. And then we go on to 9th on the grid is Ian Graham. We'll have 2 clear rows, and then we go into our ZTEC S cars headed up by 10th quickest, which is 17 Lewis Clark. Adam Winter is going to be on alongside him on that part of the grid with George Davis next up. Then we're going to go into Andrew Mitchell and McCordy Underwood, who are going to line up further back, and behind them Neville Voss, and it's going to be Ian Howard. Jake Critchley and Abby Walton are on the row behind. Alongside them will be Thomas Perrine and Charlie Hall in car number 1120th on the quickest on there. Then we have Harvey Jones and Kevin Taylor BB, when they are lining up in front of 82 Daniel Poole and 91 Ash Hall. Andy Hudson will be next up in 52 with Matt Croft will be with him, and on the back of the grid it's going to be Sarah Hall and Havel Kader. Now Havel had a bit of an off in qualifying, if I remember correctly. I think he was stuck in the gravel and that car had to come back in.
And I think it had a kiss and a cuddle with the recticell barriers as well, so it went through the gravel. But thankfully it was the famous recticell cushions. As I've always said, they're quite incredible, but we're not supposed to mention that they're made out of the lint from a mouse's handkerchief, a strand from a unicorn's horn,
hence the magic element,
and the cream from a bourbon biscuit.
Oh no, you've lost me there. Never been a bourbon fan.
Sorry, mate, but it's all magical. They hit them and they don't get damaged. That's what the most important part there is. It's fully magical.
We will be discussing favourite biscuits during the lunch break.
The interesting story for me, actually, is 81 Ian Mitchell, who sits second in the championship standings in Class 1, starts 8th on this grid. A lot of work to do with the main rival ahead of him in the championship fight, Ali Topley, is in pole position. There was an amended grid that put in there.
It was, yeah, because it was Richard Wynne who was actually quickest in qualifying. Now, Richard's again way down in the points because he missed the last meeting, and there were 4 races at the last meeting. Yeah. But interestingly enough, you get as much points for pole position as you do for winning a race. So qualifying for these cars, it's 30 points for a race win, 30 points for being quickest in qualifying.
Fair play. That's
a lot to be said for qualifying in this championship.
We can't see when a green flag is waved at the back because this, with the split grid, is all the way down. It's obviously been waved because we got the 5-second board showing at the front. 15 minutes of Focus Cup racing. Green flag now waved, so that was a little bit early. Red lights are on. off go the lights, and both fields off at the same time, and it is Ali Topley in the white Power Max Liv. He's going to have the inside. Then it's YouTuber Mark McCann that's going to have it on the outside line. Oh, a little bit of tapping going on there, but I think we got away with it.
Jonathan Baker in the blue car was trying to get down the inside, and I think he actually has got himself to possibly to be challenging for third down into Cascades.
Yeah, but tried desperately. Mark McCann's the one that's under huge pressure now, to be fair, from Jonathan Baker, the number 10 car that sat there, and Richard Wynne in that lime green number 6, just momentarily losing out. Mark McCann's got to be fighting hard now. Is that Rich Hall that's just behind them in 99?
I think it is, actually, to be quite honest. All of this, if they squabble, Ali Topley is just driving off into the distance already.
Yeah.
We're not even half a lap completed, and at the Shell hairpin, he's got a tiny advantage. Side by side on the exit of the Shell hairpin, it is completely round the outside. What a move that from Mark McCann.
Yeah, he was already there, so that was good defence there, wasn't it? Jonathan Baker was nibbling up the inside, trying to take that one, and I thought they were going to tip each other into a bit of a spin there, but we got away with it, thankfully. There in the red, white and black is the 81 car, I believe, of Ian Mitchell. Second in the championship standings. We're going to have a challenge coming down. It is Rich Hall, 99. It's going to have the inside line up past Rich Wynne. He goes, so the number 6 car drops back a place there, but you see it's all a full line of them under huge pressure, and Simon Walton in the number 2 blue and black at the back of them just to try and pounce on them as well. Oh, and is that going slow? The 81 car of Mitchell, it is. So the second in the championship standings, just maybe he was getting back up to speed then, but it looked like he was off the pace, didn't it?
It didn't look like the car was accelerating as you would expect. Car's actually quite conveniently for us operating in 2 big groups here. I think the head of the, I do think it's actually Charlie Hall possibly who is ahead of the, no, it's actually the 17 car, isn't it? Is the lead car there in Lewis Clark of the Class 2 cars.
Yeah, he's the defending champion, isn't he, in that one? He's not had it all his own way this season thus far. He's down in 3rd in the point standings in that Class 2.
Having it all his own way, those Ali Topley 2.5 seconds clear at the front already. He's just driving his own race now, and everyone else is almost effectively, again, only a 15-minute race, so it is quite a short, sharp race, but everyone else just battling there for second.
Adam Winter is currently the car that's second. We've got a little bit of contact as they come out of Old Hall, Davis and Voss.
Neville Voss getting pushed a bit wide there.
What positions are they in? That is 12th and 13th, which is 6th and 7th in Class 2. Into the pits has indeed come the 81 car of Ian Mitchell, as we suspected. Another one that's now going fairly steady. Wasn't that the Voss car that was just involved in some great fighting? The Bronzenbach 24. It looks like he's just lost a few places there. So I don't know whether that's damage incurred from getting up close and personal.
Yeah, because he got pushed just a little bit wide at Old Hall, wasn't it? So interesting to see if that cost him a little bit of traction. So evenly matched, these cars, as we see them streaming down the hall into Knickerbrook.
Knickerbrook, I like that.
Sorry, it's an old habit I've got. There's a circuit in Scotland which to me is always Knockhill.
I love it, never heard it. I like that one. I'm going to start calling it that from now on.
There's a K there, why not use it?
Because people get their knickers in a twist.
Boom. And let's not even go into how that got its name over there, that part of the circuit.
No, exactly. So it is still at the moment Ali Topley comfortably in the lead, just disappearing out of our screenshot there. In second place now is the number 10 car, so it's Jonathan Baker's got himself up ahead of Mark McCann. I didn't quite catch that one happening, but it is a change for the 2 steps on the podium.
It is, yeah. Ali Topley doing that thing that actually Baker now with a great advantage over McCann as they head into what will be their 3rd racing lap. Ali Topley's in that wonderful position you sometimes get where the person who actually wins is actually the person who has the quietest race. Nothing's happened to him. He's not getting involved in anything. He is just out there putting the car where he wants. But the question is, what can everyone behind do? And it's not going to be done on pace because Ali Topley, fastest lap last time round.
Yeah, fair shout. 3rd in the Class 2 at the moment is Andrew Mitchell, so that's up a place from where that car started. Just trying to see, has Voss been able to carry on? Yes, it has. Lost 3 places, but has been able to carry on. So hopefully that isn't an issue. On the screen, we look at the 27 car of Ian Graham, under huge pressure from Simon Langford there in the patriotic liveried white car with the Union flag as they go. Where are they coming to now? I've lost track of where they were turning then with that change of angle.
Heading out towards Ireland.
Lakeside. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that is a great gaggle. A little bit further down through this field as it stands.
It is. Yeah. A little bit of a shuffle round actually. I think also in that Class 2 category. So where are we? Got the Class 2 lead. No, sorry, it's still actually the car 17 that is right up there of Lewis Clark.
Yeah, comfortably in the lead when they came through. Where are they? Yeah, Lewis Clark was 2 seconds clear basically, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. We've got slightly by focus standards, runaway leaders in both categories, but great battles going on behind them with whole hordes of cars running very, very close together.
I just watched the whole gaggle arrive at Britain's on the CCTV camera at the same time. I think it's going to be in the background of our shot will be that gaggle going too wide over Hilltop. I just sort of saw them as they appeared into our screen, but I saw them all try to go too wide into Britain's and somehow survive it.
That's ambitious, isn't it? That is really, really ambitious. But as I say, it's also, we've got a whole mix of experienced drivers. We've got there drivers very, very early in their careers. You can see a number of cars with novice crosses on. As you say there, it's
that's the gaggle.
6 cars now heading up towards Clay Hill. And they're going to arrive at Druids, which is that tricky double apex, and still squabbling for positions.
I love that. We're looking there at the purple and green number 9 of Abby Walton under huge pressure from 32, Jake Critchley, but she's not letting Jake get anywhere near close enough to launch a lunge up the inside. Through Lodge Corner goes Abby. That was a little bit deep there. I think she just missed the apex, but scrabbled it back towards the middle of the circuit. We lost the 17 car of Lewis Clark.
Just about to check that. There is the liquid body car of Jake Critchley. Didn't get the greatest exit out of Lodge, and if anything, he's starting to get under pressure himself again from the recovering Neville Voss. But yeah, you're right. The 17 tumbling down our timing screens.
That was our Class 2 leader, of course, and the defending champion from that particular class.
So that's actually put Adam Winter in the Swanflight Grey sponsored Zetec S car into the advantage in that category, and he's actually got a useful advantage of 2.5 seconds over the 95 over Andrew Mitchell.
Wow, I can't even see anything on the CCTV cameras to suggest where that car has gone missing, but everything was comfortable for Lewis Clark, so huge shame. 20 and 28 fighting really hard. Macaulay Underwood in the number 20 car. Who would be 28?
Oh, side by side.
281 George Davis. Sorry.
Side by side for the 2 of the cars there through the Britain's hairpin. The little post that sticks up on the inside apex took a bit of a battering, shall we say.
They don't tend to last long, do they?
No, it's stuck in quite firmly, that one.
281's going to have the inside line at his lobs.
George Davis.
Yeah, it's a big fight. 20 staying there. Underwood, there's contact. Tipped round into a semi-spin, but just managed to collect
and that's the battle for third, of course, in the Zetec S category as they power up Clay Hill.
Which is a switch to what it was when they crossed the line. 27 and 474 have got past the 99 car of Rich Hall, who was lost a couple of places a couple of laps ago as well. So I wonder whether there's an intermittent fault with that 99 car, sadly.
Yeah, interesting that it seems to be gaining and losing pace a little bit. We've still got that battle there of the Underwood and Davis coming on through third and fourth in that Zetec X category. Is there going to be a move as they come down towards Lodge? No, there's not. It's Liner Stern through Lodge who is going to get the exit, because that's going to give you that run up through Deer Leap as they pop back into our sight here on the pit straight and on the run down to probably one of the best overtaking places in the circuit. And again, if anything, it's actually Underwood falls back a little bit.
So number 4, Winter, is of course now the leader in that Class 2, ahead of the 95, the YouTube liveried of Mitchell. Still this great fight for Taylor Beebe in 69 backwards under just relentless pressure from another 5 cars.
It is, which really does show us again how closely matched these cars actually are. And it's just been leading that train of 6 cars for lap after lap.
Ali Topley there disappears up over Clay Hill, comfortably in the lead by a country mile. What was it? It was nearly 4 3/4 seconds last time round after 4 laps, coming towards us to complete 5. With just under 5.5 minutes left to go in this race. You'll see in the background there before we get to the number 10 car of Jonathan Baker that is sat in second.
It is, yeah, he really is just right. He's just got to drive to the flag now, Ali Topley, isn't he? I don't think he's coming under threat. Baker's put himself into a nice gap in second place, so that's a great drive from Jonathan Baker.
Yeah, because he had to start from 4th on the grid. There was some kind of working transponder issue for that car. Got it sorted. Good to see Mark McCann, the YouTuber, in a good 3rd place. And we've got we nearly had a challenge heading into Old Hall. Simon Walton was trying to launch one up the inside of, I'm assuming that's Richard Wynne. Yes, it would have been, but it wasn't quite on. We're starting to get these warnings coming in now, aren't we, for the track limits. And in fact, number 10 still doesn't have a working transponder. And the problem there, Paul Jerd, is that if that persists, the officials have the right to just stop registering them.
Yeah, it is. The timekeepers can tell that a car has broken the beam. They just have to work out manually which one. But their patience can wear out.
Absolutely. If they
why
keep
not?
I mean, it would be
and we do
next
have a car off, and that looks a car with a little bit of damage, and that is the 91. That's the Ash Hall down in the Z-Tech section of the track, just trying to work out where that actually is on the track. I think that is actually Knickerbrook. He's actually gone through the, he has. He's actually gone through the little escape road and tried to get the car as far away from everything as possible. Well. Yeah, in fact, I thought that was damage. I think it's just where it sat down in a little ditch, was giving it a slightly odd posture.
That does look like that front left is at a jaunty angle a bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Maybe a suspension failure or something on that car.
But he's done a cracking job of getting that car as far out the way as he actually can, because it's 3 minutes 40 left of this 15-minute race. Still 6 seconds the advantage out the front for Ali Topley in car number 1. We've got battles going on all up and down the field, packs of cars everywhere. Just watching them now coming up into Druids, and that is a whole clutch of cars.
That's 10 Baker with a problem there, so that's an issue for that. So our 2nd place car, I had a feeling it was, as I watched Mark McCann get past, and I was like, I'm sure that's not a back marker, and it is not. So the number 10 car of Jonathan Baker, a little bit of puff of smokes from the front corner with an issue there, and he's now just edging down towards us. He's going to be bringing that straight into the pit. So through has already gone Ali Topley, number 1 car in the lead. Now it's Mark McCann that's up into 2nd place in number 64. Up to 3rd goes number 6, Richard Wynne, although Simon Walton is determined to have a say on that one, right with him.
It is, yeah, it's definitely a front left puncture. You can see the tyre moving on the Baker car as he's just gently trying to get that car back to the pits. A big disappointment because he had 3 seconds in hand last time.
Yeah, it's comfortable, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had 2nd place all the way.
Did you say it looked like a puncture, did
Yeah, the tyre's coming off.
Oh, wow. That is hugely unfortunate for that car then.
It is, and we've got another car slowing. Is that interesting? It's suddenly getting a little bit...
and that's the 4... Is that 474 Simon Langford?
I think that's 474 Simon Langford taking a long old bounce across the grass.
Yeah, and that's one of the back markers, Sarah Hall 21 there, so that's okay. But yeah, the 474 definitely ran wide down at Cascades and had to wrestle it back towards the tarmac, didn't it?
It is, and we got Richard Wynne now up to 3rd. Now, Richard Wynne was quickest on our screens in practice, but we did query it at the time because he was quickest by an enormous amount.
That's right. I do remember that now.
Yes.
And that was the only note we had, is that it didn't have a working transponder, so it was manually put in, inaccurate, it was deemed.
Yeah.
And dropped down a couple of places.
Again, this is interesting. We're suddenly seeing cars pop off and have problems. Quite a lot of places. Someone there just going through the gravel there at Lodge, isn't that, rejoining, just trying to figure out if we do have a slower car coming down the straight there. Might have been the number 9. I don't want to say it was, though, because he looks to be up to speed.
Number 9, Abby Walton, lost 4 places there. So yeah, Abby might have an issue.
Now, that could have been the car then that bounced through the gravel at Lodge.
What are we down to? 1.25 minutes left to go. There's Ali Topley, our race leader. So this is going to be the last lap now for our race leader.
He's gone through the first corner before the next cars come into sight. But it is coming into sight, a whole group. It is Mark McCann in that 64 with that advantage over Richard Wynne. Richard Wynne's brought himself quite up very, very nicely. Simon Walton in 4th place.
I still think Simon Walton plans to have a bit of a lunge in that blue and black number 2 car before we get to the end. So whilst Ali Topley looks comfortably in control of this for the Class 1 fight, which of course is the outright as well, 4-wheel drift there from Topley round the left-hand sweep of Island Bend. Absolutely amazing. Round shell oils, banked hairpin, in full control, and just has looked all throughout.
It has. He's untroubled, isn't it?
Yeah.
As I say, he's had the most boring race because he's had no one to race with, no one to deal with. He's just been able to do his own thing. And that's what's just let him pull that car away. So, yeah, it does look like he has got that in the bag.
Does. He's already heading down from Hilltop towards his lops. It's really this fight for second, third and fourth. There's three of them trying to battle it out for 2 steps on the podium. 2 of them will get silverware, 1 will get zip. Absolutely nothing at all. At the moment, the one that's in that seat is Simon Walton, but as I said, for the last few laps has looked rather racy. Across the line goes the number 4 car that is leading Class 2.
Our AM Championship leader, yeah, and he's got
not AM.
Sorry, AM Championship.
Class
sorry,
2.
Class 2. Sorry. Yeah.
You're still in Porsche mode.
Porsche mode. Sorry, I apologising to everyone involved with the Focus Cup in that situation. But I do love these battles, though. They're all down the field. This must be such fun to be out there in these cars.
Absolutely. Ali Topley comes towards us, trying to look into the background to see how we're looking for second.
and he's got those battling 6 cars up in front of him, but they are going to cross the line before he gets there.
I
so
bet
he
we'll
doesn't
find
have
this
to worry
is a
about
slow lap for Topley to make
Yeah.
sure he didn't get involved. Checkered flag and a great victory. Yes, it was a good couple of seconds slower that time to make sure it didn't get involved.
It should be then. It should be the 64 McCann who is the next car who comes into our sight, and yes, it is. But pretty close behind him actually for third and fourth, wasn't it?
It
But it
was.
did actually go to Richard Wynne over Simon Walton.
Yeah, Simon was just a little bit too late to get that drag towards the line. Was hoping that maybe a back marker could get involved and help that. Still, the fight's raging further back. And there goes the number 9 car that I said maybe had an issue, Abby Walton, trying to make up some places again.
It is, yeah. I don't think it was her who went wide at Lodge. We just caught a very glimpse of the car. Didn't get a chance to identify it, but she had.
Bumping and boring.
It's all over the show at the show hairpin. Let's use that banking, sweeping gloriously round the outside, and very, very nicely done. I think that was Harvey Jones in the 22.
Look at this, an absolutely wonderful gaggle. I'm looking to our left because we're going to get the Class 2 victor, Adam Winter, going to come across the line, but rightly so, is on the screen is this fantastic battle out of Britain.
If you are at Knickerbrook, keep an eye, because popping up over the top of the hill comes a train of cars that are thundering around and are battling over position.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what's that. That's 69.
That's Taylor Beebe, isn't it?
backwards
Yeah.
in that class. So across the line comes one of the ones further back. Still looking towards dearly to see this leader and winner of Class 2. Here he comes, Adam Winter, car number 4. Great win there, pure control, and takes the checkered flag. Then in second place in Class 2, it is 95, which is Andrew Mitchell. And I think have we got third through as well?
We have, yeah. Macaulay Underwood has gone through for third.
No, Davis ahead of him.
Ah, sorry, I do apologise. I looked up and saw Underwood's car going straight
Underwood
past me.
went fourth. So 281 held off Underwood. Those were the two that were having that great battle, weren't they, for ages? But talking of great battle, here they come. Do your partners between them all. Incredible stuff. And across the line. Oh, and someone else just went a little bit wide on the edge of Lodge. What a fab race. 69, very happy with that one because Kevin Taylor Beebe held off relentless pressure there to finish 7th in Class 2, 14th on the road. Great performance.
That's going to be, it's one of those ones where you might think, yes, it was 7th, but that's got to be so satisfying, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to have led that train of cars across the line right there at the end. So a fantastic performance from everyone involved. Like almost everything that we get to see today, we will get to see these cars out in action later on in the day. They are currently scheduled to be racing at 4:45, 16:45 on the schedule.
In terms of the results then, it is the race victory in Class 1, Ali Topley, car number 1. Second place for the YouTuber, number 64, Mark McCann. Third place is number 6, Richard Wynne, just keeping ahead of number 2, Simon Walton. Fifth is 27, Ian Graham. Rich Hall in 99, just behind him. 474, Simon Langford comes home in 7th. Then it's the Class 2 winner in 8th, number 4, Adam Winter, and 95, Andrew Mitchell 2nd. And in 10th place, and to round out the top 3 in Class 2, it is 281, George Davis. Following that, it's Macaulay Underwood in number 20, 32, which is Jack Critchley, ahead of 24, Neville Voss. We're now into this great fight that was going on the whole time. 69, Kevin Taylor Beebe from way back on the grid came through brilliantly and finished ahead of the 22 car of Harvey Jones, who also came through really well. Then it's number 9, Abby Walton, 48 Perrine, 37 Howard, 82 Paul, and 52 Hudson in 20th. 21st is the 21 car of Sarah Hall, 22nd, number 89 Kadir. 55 Croft, and then we start getting into the stricken cars, and that starts with the very unfortunate number 10 Jonathan Baker after being comfortable in third. 91, which is the Hall car. 17 Lewis Clark, we don't know what happened to that car, and sadly into the pits and retirement was the number 81 of Ian Mitchell. So there we go, that was the Focus Cup, their first of the races, and I look forward to watching those come back out again a little bit later, because they were hugely entertaining. It's another one with 2 for the price of 1. Absolutely incredible. So on the stream, we'll see you back here for race 2 of the Focus a little bit later.